Well, Dr. Donald Layman, this has been a pleasure. It's such a fantastic episode. And again, your work as a nature of influencing the mentees around you, Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, who's been, a big figure in my life, has led to positive changes in my life, my parents' life. It's not. I want to acknowledge that it's growing up vegetarian. It's really a central part of our religious background. I don't consider myself religious now, so the fact that even my parents, at the age of, 60 and 70, switched their diet because they're looking at the latest literature and working with functional medicine doctors. And my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer many years ago. Knock on wood, she's doing great. She's in remission. But her doctor, Dr. Elizabeth Boehm, sat down and said, listen, you can continue to be vegetarian and we can work on this and try to get to the root of the cancer. And she had a whole team, it wasn't just diet and nutrition. She had a whole team that she was working with, but it's going to be that much harder. I really need to get your carbohydrates down. And I need to get your protein up. And if you're open to it, I need you to think about maybe incorporating some animal protein. And that's was a big decision for somebody who's been vegetarian their entire life to do it.
And I don't want anyone to go away from this podcast thinking that I'm anti-vegetables. I am a huge vegetable fan. I'm anti-refined grains. And one of the problems we have with this narrative of more plant-based diet is the United States agriculture. We're a northern country. Our primary vegetables, plants that we produce are wheat and corn and soybeans. And those aren't the solutions to health. We don't grow broccoli and avocados in Minnesota. We have to come to grips with, okay, a plant-based diet is great. We just need better plants, but we don't need more wheat in our diet.
Yeah. And the moral of the story with my mom is that a large percentage of her diet was refined carbohydrates, flours, things like that. A little bit more of a kind of processed modern Indian vegetable, diet, but processed vegetables. And her vegetables has gone up, and she's had these targeted animal proteins, and she's, I post on my stories every so often on Instagram. She's lifting weights now, thanks, to my brother-in-law and sister, and, they're doing sauna and other things, and they feel great. They're probably in the best shape of their lives in the last few years. And so I want to thank you for having that influence on me, my family. And, I wish everybody who's listening here, choose your adventure based on all the recommendations that are there. And just know that, if you're not really putting protein at the focus, you're rolling the dice a little bit with your health.